So when the world began, we had Tothamat and Anu, and they were like fighting. And so what happened is, here is this. We are interested in this side now. Like, yeah, sure, the angels are there. But like, I want to see the names here.
Hells and Pandemonium. Tathamat's blackened husk gave birth to the burning hells, and each of the 7 heads transformed into the 7 great evils, each with dominion over their own realm. The 3 most dominant of these inherited the title of Prime Evil, feeding off one another to maintain dominion and rule over the legions of the burning hells. There was Mephisto, Lord of Hatred, Intelligence and Cunning, father of Lucian and Lilith, the mother of Sanctuary. Baal, Lord of Destruction, corrupter of the World Stone. And Diablo, Lord of Terror. As Deckard Cain once wrote, for as long as man fears the dark.
So see, these are the prime evils, basically. His name is Rosé, and he is the cat of my, not original mother, but like the mother I chose. After, you know, it's a long story, but I had to leave my family at like when I was like 20 something, 27, in kind of kind of a bad, under kind of bad circumstances, and she kind of saved me, and so we are like really good friends now, and it's her cat. Don't you dare show him away this time. If he wants to sleep in your lap, he has the right. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna let him do that, because I just can't. I can't. I can't sit that way, right? Super cute. So see, that's the point. That this is it, Water. That's what I was talking about. But I want to know who Belial
Diablo
is.
will remain the most insidious and, I would argue, the most powerful of all the evils. The 4 lesser evils, no less dangerous to the people of Sanctuary, are not to be discounted on the basis of their title. Underestimating their capabilities and intentions is a sure path to our destruction.
Okay,
Belial, Lord of
told you.
Lies, uses poisonous untruths to create an ever darker, fractious world. Juriel, Lord of Pain, revels in the cacophonous screams of those in physical agony. Even demons are no stranger to his torment. Andariel, the Maiden of Anguish, is the counterpart of Juriel. Whereas he delights in bodily torment, Andariel derives pleasure from anguish of the mind and soul. Azmodan, the Lord of Sin, a clever manipulator and master of temptation, loves vice in all its forms.
So we killed Duriel and Andariel in D2, right? But they came back in D4, and I believe Belial and Azmodan was killed in D3, right? Right, Water? Who knows what's being said in the video? Yeah. And it's hilarious how he came back at the exact same time, right? He was here when we were watching the first video. At the same moment, right? It's, yeah. Let's go back to the 4th one. So he is Belial.
His vast demonic army erupted from Ariat crater, so revealed his great deception.
Oh no, he's
Defeating
Azmodan.
him, they sealed him inside this soulstone prison. But, as we have seen time and time again, evil is never idle. Azmodan, the Lord of Sin, had undertaken an audacious invasion of Sanctuary, seeking the Black Soulstone for himself. All the great evils, save he and Diablo, had been trapped in the Soulstone. giving Azmodan an opportunity to become the prime evil.
But he's still a lesser evil, though. So he is not strong enough.
His vast demonic army erupted from Ariat's crater, the scar left behind by the World Stone's destruction. The party hurried to aid the forces of Bastion's Keep, the only defense against Azmodan's forces. Though the fortress had been battered, the adventurers fought through legions
I love
of
him
demons
so much.
and overcame.
Like, how the hell can you sleep like this? Oh my god. And this is the first time that we've met. The very first. He has never seen me before. I have no idea what's with this cat. He is just super cute.
The Lord of Sin.
The funny thing is, it's Diablo, and cats are like half evil or something. Yeah, at least according to the movie Constantine. Oh, okay. I think cats are being cute on purpose. Definitely, little manipulators.
At the heart of the crater, sealing him in the Black Soulstone as well. It seemed as though the tide was turning in humanity's favor. But Adria had other plans. She had lied about the Black Soulstone, having used it to mark the souls of all 7 great evils for containment, while leaving Diablo unbound. The witch then offered Leah, her own daughter, as a vessel for Diablo's return, an act she had planned since
The
her
fuck?
child's
She's not.
conception. When Aidan sought solace with her in Tristram, Adria had already pledged herself to the Lord of Terror's service. Under the guise of her care, she used the prince's torment to her advantage, allowing Diablo to deepen his hold on the prince. When he left as the Dark Wanderer, so too did Adria. Soon after, she bore his child, Leah, whom she left in Chaldeum under a friend's care. Children should not be punished for their parents' sins, no matter how grave they may be. From the moment of her birth, Leah's fate was tied inextricably to Diablo, his essence part of her creation. With Adria's betrayal revealed, Diablo seized control of the Black Soulstone, using it to channel the essences of all the Lords of Hell into himself. Brimming with power, he twisted Leah's body into a new horrific form, the Prime Evil.
I'm sorry, but Diablo's form in D3, it's hilarious. I'm sorry. I just, like, obviously, depending on the body that he takes or gets, it kind of has an impact on like what kind of form he will have eventually, right? When he gets his original evil like form. And that's why in D2 the Dark Wanderer was a man, right? So that's why in D2 I think he's he's super stacked, he has this very masculine figure. But like in D3 he looks a little bit like a top model wearing like a giant kind of like, I don't know, like a wig, I don't know, like a giant mask or something. But like his waist is so thin. It looks, it's not really Diablo-ish, right? I watched the Fawn on YouTube recently. It currently holds the #1 spot in cuteness for me. He's basically sleeping. No, I can't move. Yeah, fawns are super cute. Yeah, I agree.
With his newfound strength, he set his eyes on a prize far greater than our world, the utter destruction of the high heavens. With his unheralded power, the Lord of Terror breached the diamond gates of the high heavens. He single-handedly routed Imperius, leader of the Angiras Council, with barely a thought. The Prime Evil opened hell rifts inside the Silver City, unleashing the minions of the Burning Hells, leaving him to continue towards the Crystal Arch. As demons ravaged the Silver City, the heroes came to Heaven's aid. They fought their way through hordes of demonkind, aiding the heavens where they could, and soon arrived atop the Silver Spire to battle Diablo himself. Against all odds, the prime evil was defeated, his essence trapped in the Black Soulstone.
This doesn't work. Like, stop trapping them in like soul stones. This does not work. Figure out something else.
Tyrael returned to the Angiras Council as a mortal, now embodying the aspect of wisdom. And for a moment, it seemed like Sanctuary might see peace. But, as you know well, peace does not last. All was not well with the High Heavens. Decades before Diablo's assault on the High Heavens, Malthael had abandoned the Council, the Heavens, and his position as the aspect of wisdom. The ravages of the eternal conflict must have taken their toll on Malthael's mind. I often wonder what he saw had convinced him to forsake wisdom for death. Malthael had long desired an end to the eternal conflict, and finally saw his chance with Diablo's defeat.
So Malthael is like, he kind of get messed up yet again. I have no idea what was on his mind. Yeah, okay. Rose is definitely sleeping. It's a test. He's trying to figure out if he can trust you. That little bugger is not sleeping. Don't fall for it. Okay.
With the 7 great evils gone, he turned his attention to humanity. But Malthael was not interested in winning our hearts and minds. His solution was far simpler, far colder. To Malthael, humanity would never be more than demon spawn. And for the eternal conflict to reach its conclusion, all demonkind needed to be eradicated. But to achieve his ultimate goal, Malthael had to retrieve the Black Soulstone, which was now in the hands of what remained of the Haradrim. I likely owe my life to Eldraine. In that first confrontation with Malthael, in the black tunnels of the tomb of Rakis, I faced death himself. As my brethren fell and died, I was protected behind a magical shield that Tyrael raised using his sword. When we emerged onto the city streets, we were met with horror beyond comprehension. Prize in hand, Malthael and his reapers laid waste to Westmarch. The grisly slaughter I witnessed there nearly destroyed me. They were harvesting the souls of the people. With each death, Malthael grew more powerful. Malthael soon took the Black Soulstone to the Pandemonium Fortress, where he began to manipulate its power. Struggling to find where he had gone, the adventurers turned to the only person on Sanctuary who might know Malthael's location, the traitor Adria. The witch, however, did not wish to cooperate, and transformed into a terrifying monster empowered by blood magic. Delivering final justice against Adria's betrayal, they struck down the abomination.
I know like nothing about this. Like, this is the expansion of D3. I have no idea about the story of it, so it's kind of nice to learn.
And set out for the Pandemonium Fortress to confront Malthael. By the time they arrived, it was too late. Malthael had already sent the Black Soulstone to Sanctuary, and it was fulfilling its dark purpose, tearing the demonic essence out of every single person. Freeing the spirits of their own kin and leaders, the heroes became one with death, and were finally able to fight against Malthael on even ground. A great battle ensued, and in a last-ditch effort to secure victory, Malthael shattered the Black Soulstone to take on the power of the great evil still trapped inside. The heroes valiantly rallied in defense of Sanctuary, the power of the spirits within allowing them to defeat death itself. The aftermath of Malthael's use of the Black Soulstone saw Tyrael gone from Sanctuary and countless dead. What happened to Diablo remains a mystery that haunts me. I chose solitude and ale over futile efforts to bring light back into our world. But there are times, such as this, where I feel hope struggling to take root once more. But to hope for salvation while doing nothing to attain it brings only ruin. I have learned this many times over. Judge a person by their actions, not their words. Lilith has returned. You sense the daughter of hatred in the growing shadows, as do I. I can no longer fight with steel and blood, but perhaps the knowledge I've shared will act as an armor in your own battle with the coming darkness. Take care, young scholar, wherever your path may lead you. I hope for your sake it leads down a different path than mine.
Alright, I need to go to the bathroom. Yeah, coming back. Hold on. Sorry, Rosé. Yeah, I disturbed the sleep.